Hi, good morning, folks. In this video, we'll look at last night's game, as now we are down to 3 teams. The Oilers are out. Coming up. Well, a good playoff run by the Oilers, but to no avail in this round. I was way off with this call, guys. I really thought the Oilers would put up way more of a fight, especially after Game 1. I just thought it'd be a very high-scoring series, and it turned out to be last night one more time. But what an absolute beast of a team Colorado was in that third period. My goodness. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at this, and we will try to make sense of what happened to the Oilers in this. Really, I just think it was a team that's just more overdue. And as simple as that, this Colorado team is overdue for this to happen. And they've held their own physically all playoffs. It's a different Colorado team, folks. It really is. Let's take a look at it. And for those of you that just woke up to this score, well, there it is, 6-5. Colorado in overtime. Score very early in the overtime, about a minute and a half in, and they were down 3-1 and 4-2 in that third period. So Colorado has yet to really been tested, really tested. Yeah, St. Louis pushed them, but when's the last time they were in a series down, really down and out, and had to rally? Not yet. It might not happen this playoffs. But they will have their hands full with whoever wins the East. We know that. And the Rangers also, regardless if it's Tampa Bay or the Rangers, are going to push Colorado hard. But Colorado now can rest. They can relax, get the bruises cleared up. Yeah, it might make them a little rusty for about a period. And then after that, they'll find their game anyway. Let's go into the storyline of this game. Avalanche defeat Oilers in overtime in Game 4, advance to the Stanley Cup Finals. And the numbers, you can see the Avs were definitely ready to win this game, 42 shots and 30 hits, but we'll talk about that in a sec. So 42 shots to 35. The Oilers outdueled them on the face-off, 59% to 41. The Avalanche cashed in on their power plays, 2 for 2. The Oilers are 1 for 5. 30 hits for the Avalanche, 44 for the Oilers. Good hitting game once again. 21 blocks by the Avalanche, 10 by the Oilers. The Avs had 11 giveaways, the Oilers had 15. The shots on goal in the first period, 16-12 Colorado. The second period, 10-8 Colorado. And the Oilers actually made quite a bit of a push in that period. You can't tell by the shots here, but they did. The Avs had overtaken the game really early, and then the Oilers took the game right back. And then we go into the third. The Oilers had 15 shots in desperation, really, and the Avalanche had 14 because the Avalanche just kept coming at them. The overtime, very quick, 2 shots to nothing. Total for the game, 42-35. So that's it. The Oilers are done. Now, if you're an Oilers fan, yeah, you're a little frustrated going down 4 straight. They deserved a better fate, obviously, in this series, but it's the playoffs. It's merciless. And, when you can close down the Oilers best you can, meaning just one of those guys, if you can close down either McDavid or Draisaitl, you have a chance each time. This is for sure the thing with Edmonton. They scored 4 goals in the third period. This was a team possessed, this Colorado team. So right now the best team from the West is in the finals. And let's face it, folks, the Colorado Avalanche are long overdue for this playoff run. The Oilers are learning. This is a team that's, I believe, on the rise in Edmonton. This team will be back. There's no doubt in my mind this is not the Oilers that everybody used to say their careers go to die on and all that stuff. But this Colorado team right now is hitting. They're skating. And they look so fast right now. But at the same time, they've yet to run into an opponent like the Rangers or the Lightning. They have yet to run into an opponent like that. They really have. St. Louis were one of those elite teams kind of they ran into and during the season, which I didn't think St. Louis would slap together as a good a playoff as they did. And they looked good in the playoffs. They really fought Colorado hard right to the end. So right now, if you're looking at the Stanley Cup Finals ahead of time and you're an Avalanche fan, I don't think the Avalanche fans really have to worry who they play. If I was an Avalanche fan, I would prefer to play Tampa Bay because I'd want to beat the defending champions in the finals to make a statement that, you know, we were there all these years with you guys. You guys got the cups, but we were one of those teams that you knew you might have to face somehow someday in the finals. So this Colorado team is, I think they're just going to relax, get themselves ready. There is no point for them to like do too much more. Really, there's no point stressing. If I was the coach of the Avalanche, I would insist that the players stay away from social media because that can be a real distraction this time of the year. And just go about their business, go about this professionally, and just get ready. And that's it, because I think this Avalanche team is ready to win the Cup. No doubt in my mind, they're ready to win the Cup. As soon as I seen Colorado start hitting in the playoffs, that was a whole new Colorado team this time around. So this team right now, they know they can basically give up the 40 hits, and as long as they hit 30 and get their 40 shots on goal, because that's really the recipe for success with this Colorado team. If they get, you know, let's say, I was saying 40 and 40, I would say 40 and 30 right now. You know, 40 shots, 30 hits. If they start doing that game after game, they're going to be in good shape, no matter who they play in the finals, really. I mean, I think it's, I still think it's going to be the Rangers, but we'll see tonight. Tonight's going to tell a lot. This game tonight is huge. This is really, really huge. So we'll see if Tampa Bay completely come back as champs and make a statement that they're in this series for sure. So that's where that's at, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to cut this short because I've got a full day ahead. I will see you folks at some point this evening. I got a few things, ideas roaming in my head, and we'll leave it at that. So the Avalanche are the Western champs this year, and we'll see what they do in the finals when they're up against a team probably going to be of equal caliber when they run into them. I don't think this Rangers team should really be looked down on if they make it there, and of course we know who Tampa Bay is if they get there. So we're down to 3. Now there was 3, so I just explained how the West was won, and I feel a little bad for Mike Smith, you know, but that third period, he just didn't have it. He just didn't have it, and Colorado brought their desperation game, which was good to see for Avalanche fans, the Avalanche fans, because the Avs, when they've always, I would say the last few years, tended to take the foot off the pedal when things were even looking slightly good. Not now. This is a different beast this year. This really is. This Avs team right now looks ready to win it all this year. Just the way I see it. All right, guys. That's it. I'm out of here. Just a quick update on last night's game. If you didn't see it, you missed a good one, especially if you like goals. If you like goals. I would have liked to see the overtime go a little longer, but hey, Avs fans, I'm sure would take that and run with it and say, okay, we can rest and just relax right now and, you know, get ready. Get really ready for the series that they've been wanting desperately to play out in Colorado for years now. This is it. It's finally here. Okay, guys, see you later. Have a good one.